Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to Basic Arithmetic. That is a chapter 1 of the Basic Engineering Mathematics. Basically, this is a course whose name is Basic Engineering Mathematics, and we will start this course from the Basic Arithmetic. That is the chapter number 1. Okay, and I will also create a playlist in the chapter wise on this channel Easy Learn, so that you will find easily in the precise manner and in the well-known order, so that you can find easily step-by-step questions. And the first chapter is based on some basic things, and most of the students, almost every student knows the basics, but I want to revise this, and I will very precisely I will discuss the basics. So here comes the first introduction. Okay, whole numbers. First of all, let's talk about whole numbers. What are the whole numbers? Whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Whole numbers are called integers. Basically integers, whole numbers lies in integers. In integers there are whole numbers, but all integers are whole numbers, not whole numbers. Okay, whole numbers are integers, but all integers does not lies in whole number, because plus 3 plus 5 plus 72 are the example of positive integers, and they are also whole numbers. But negative 13, negative 6, negative so on, these are not whole numbers, but they are also integers and examples of negative integers. 0 is neither positive nor negative, lies in between. We will discuss further and clear this concept with the help of a beautiful diagram. This is a whole numbers. You can see from this number line, towards this side positive numbers are increasing, and towards this side negative numbers are increasing. And here we can see that the whole numbers are starting from 0 towards, let's say if here we have just 5 maximum value, so whole numbers belongs to from whole set of whole numbers is from 0 to the maximum number, that is 5. But if let's talk about the integers set starts from the maximum possible negative number including 0 and towards the maximum possible positive number. If there is further increase towards infinite, positive infinity and negative infinite. Okay, so this is from this diagram we can easily understand that from 0 is included in whole numbers and integers as well. So integers and whole number difference on number line. Unlike signs occur together in a calculation, the overall sign is always negative. For example, this is an example, 3 plus a negative number. We are first in an example of addition. This is the stepwise question. For this positive sign is of question, and this negative is of -4, that is a digit negative integer. So by opposite sign when multiplied, plus minus, the result is always negative sign. Okay, always negative sign. So 3 minus 4, answer is -1, because -4 is greater than 3, so answer is in negative. So here another example, positive 5 multiplied by -2. One integer is positive integer and second one is negative integer. So when we multiplied the positive with the negative, same is the case as here both signs are multiplied, and here once again positive is multiplied with negative, then the answer is always negative sign, because opposite sign, remember this result, whenever the unlike sign occurs together in the calculation, the overall sign is negative. 5 multiplied by 2, it's 10. Like signs together give an overall positive sign. For example, these are the two signs, like signs, same example, but here the question is minus in negative. So there is a negative integer, negative into negative always positive. If there is a positive and there is also positive, positive into positive also positive. There are two possible opportunity there are two possible cases. One case is like signs, maybe positive or negative, always results in a positive, when multiplied always gives the overall positive sign. But second case is opposite signs, whenever they are multiplied the overall result is negative. This is the same example. When 6 is multiplied by 4, this is 24, but when negative into negative, this results in the positive because there are two like signs. So the next topic is the addition. How we can add the two numbers. Let's say there are 3-digit numbers. This is the least significant bit, that is 5 on the right side. Always in a number, if in any number on the right side is always the least significant bit, and this is the most significant bit. For example, if let's say is 735, if I change this digit by 1, let's say reduce, then the number changes by just 1. But if I change this, it is 735. If I reduce this number by 7, it means I change 100. It's 635. So you can see this is the most significant bit. If I change this, then there is a huge difference will occur overall. So that's why we said that this is the most significant bit, and this is so starting always from the least significant bit, unit, tens, 100, 1000, 10,000, so on. So written in this pattern 735 plus 167, 5 plus 7 2, 12. So 2 here is least significant bit is always written here in this manner, but the most significant bit will move towards the next column, that is the tens column, and you can write here that is called a carry. You can also write the carry here, and you can write the carry on the top in a circle. It depends upon you, up to you how you want to write. It doesn't matter. Okay, the main thing is you have to remember that there is a carry while you in addition of the tens column. For example, 6 plus 3, this is 9. Don't forget there is a carry also. So 6 plus 3, 9 plus 1 is 10. So once again 0, that is the least significant bit of the 10, can be written here in the tens column, and 1, that is the most significant bit, will move again in the next column, that is the hundreds column. 7 plus 1, 8, and 1, that is a carry, can be added, and the overall result is 902. This is the theory. You can read by yourself. The same I had already explained, but this is the next question, and next topic is subtraction. 632 minus 369. Again the same pattern, starting from the right side, that is the least significant bit. 2 minus 9 is not possible, therefore we need to borrow 1 from the tens column, that is the 3 here. So if we borrow 1, you can cut this. Remember, we had borrowed. In this case, you have to remember, if I borrow, for example, this is changed and replaced by 2, you can write the 2 here. As in this question, there is no, this is not written here, but you can write it here that this is 2. So now it becomes 12. 12 minus 9 is 3, and here it becomes 2. 2 minus 6, it's 2. We cannot subtract the 6 from the 2, so we need a borrow again from this hundreds column. Here 6, by taking the 1, it becomes a 12. 12 minus 6, here 6, and here 5 minus 3 is 2. This is the theory. Once again, you can read by yourself. I will provide you the file in the description section. If I forget, remember me. The question is the complexity is increased. Here the problem is written as the 27 minus 74 plus 81 minus 19. 4 numbers are here, 4 positive integers as well as negative integers mixed together, and the question is complexity little bit moving towards the complex side. To solve this easily, there add the positive numbers separately. For example, 27 and 81, these are the two positive numbers. By adding these two numbers, we get the procedure is same as we had discussed. So 27 plus 81 result is 108. By adding the negative integers separately without the negative sign, for example, minus 74 and minus 19, add like 74 and 19. Adding the negative result results in 93. So sum of the negative integer 93, take subtract as because this is a negative number, so you have to subtract this from the result sum of the positive numbers. So by doing so, 108, that is the sum of the positive numbers, we are going to subtract the negative, that is 93, sum of the negative integers from the 108 sum of the positive integers. The answer is always the same procedure. 8 minus 3, that is 5, and 0 we cannot subtract from 0. 9 from 0, so borrow from 1, here becomes 0, it becomes to 10. So from 9 from 10, its result is 1. So the overall result of this equation is 15. Very simple. Another question, that is subtract minus 74 from the 377. You can see that the trick right now here is student may sometimes confuse and made a mistake here. They write 377, here they write negative, but here it's positive now. Students sometimes thinks that when they are there in the hurry, sometimes they did this mistake, that subtract minus 74 from 377, 377 minus 74. But this is a mistake, because you can see that this problem can be written as 377 minus this is due to subtraction, as in question they said that subtract, due to subtract there is a negative sign, and due to the negative integer there is another negative sign. So negative into negative results in positive, so we have to add these two numbers. So by adding these two numbers, 7 plus 4 11, so 7 plus 7 14, and plus 1 15. So once again here carry, in this question the carry is not written, but you can write it here. It's good, because sometimes if you don't write the carry in the, this is a simple question, but when we move towards huge statements, huge questions, huge numbers, large numbers, sometimes if we do not write carry, maybe we forget, because there are large numbers to handle. Our brain is already consuming in many calculations, so we forget sometimes. So it's better to write here. Don't forget, don't be smart, because sometime you did a mistake. Mistake is not bearable, but if you write it here, it doesn't matter why you write or anything else. Okay, from 3, and this is the calculation, and further subtract 243 from 126. This is another case, because we cannot subtract this number 243 from 126, because this is smaller than 243. The trick or the procedure to solve this type of question is, the second number is larger than the first, take the smaller number from the larger and make the result negative. Okay, take this simply the larger number upside and subtract this from this. But in question they said that subtract 243 from 126, but what we can do right now, we can do this, that reverse process, that is 243, we can subtract 126 from 243, but at the end, because we did in contrary to the statement, so we have to mention the negative sign. So this is the process we can solve this. 3 minus 6, we cannot subtract the 6 from 3, so we take a borrow from this 4 and it becomes 3. We can write out 3 by cutting it here, and so on. This is the process. At the end, this is a practice exercise, and the answers are also available. If you found any difficulty in these 30 days support for this video, for every video, for upcoming videos are available within 30 days. All the comments are replied by the channel, but after 30 days we are not sure. Maybe you got reply, maybe you did not replied. Okay, further discussion will be continued from the next time. See you next time. Watch, learn, grow.